Burn, baby, burn. That's correct. We got March of the Machine on tap with our first list here. Mono red burn. That's right. This is a top 500 list. I'm excited to break down for you here today on the episode. And the new set is clearly underway. So with that, thank you for tuning in. As always, today we'll break down the strategy objective of this list. I will go into boarding for you as well for best of 3, since this is a standard best of 3 list. We'll also go play that competitive Magic as we always do. I'm going to take it for a spin in best of 1 and best of 3 here today to show this, because there's something similar here. So stay tuned for that for best of 1. And with that, we'll close things out as we always do. So again, thank you for your support. With that, if you happen to have a question or comment throughout today's episode, you do let me know, because I love to hear from you, and come swing by the Discord server. All right, so let's break this down. Burn, baby, burn, as we're going to say it here. Mono red burn, top 500. Now, this list is absolutely nasty. That is correct. Now, a couple of key things with this particular one is that we did get some nice upgrades, and what I would also go to add is some easier ones here for this particular list. Now, this list hails to us from a player by the name of Clearly Excellent. So thank you, Clearly, for sharing this list for us here today. Now, in terms of some of the swaps or additions that we find from the new set, we have Invasion of Ragatha that turns into Disciples of Inferno. This is awesome with the new Siege card. And additionally, we got Stoke the Flames. This instant hits any target for 4 damage. Huge, huge, huge capabilities here. Now, we are running a thinned down, very, very precise burn list, as well as key cards that are going to get us over the top with pingers, Feldon for dig, and a bunch of other things there as well. This thing moves fast, it hits hard, keep the pressure up early, and go to town on your opponents. Now, that is the strategy objective of this list as it stands for best of 1, as is always burn. Go to the face as much as you can, remove the threats off the board, clear the paths. An Invasion of Ragatha turned into Disciples Inferno does a lot, and this is a trick here for you as well. Invasion of Ragatha here. When Invasion of Ragatha enters the battlefield, deals 4 damage to another target battle or opponent. Boom, for the face. Now on top of that, 1 damage to up to 1 target creature. You can ping your own creature. Boom, Feldon. That gives you a draw and a card advantage. Don't forget that. Key tip, pro tip, trick right there. All right, so that's the strategy objective of this list. Let's go ahead and talk about boarding here as the meta is going to evolve. We have aggro, mid-range, and late game. Key things on aggro here. Certainly a couple of key pointers that we're going to want to pay attention to here. Let's find it. This one, Lithomantic Barrage. Anything that's blue or white, this is great against soldiers list. It's great against white. It's great against blue. So these are some big things to get creatures off the board and other things out of your way, and also gets rid of planeswalkers, which is going to be crucial and important, because I'm expecting we see a little bit more of those in the new one here. We got Nahiri's Warcrafting, 5 damage to target creature, planeswalker, or battle. Again, in that space, if you do get to some of those bigger creatures, that can be a thing for you there. Vampire's Vengeance, this thing will clear the board for you. You're probably most likely not going to lose most of your board. So this gives you a good also sweep against other aggro, again, as soldiers as an example, or potentially in the mirror, because your opponent's not going to hit their prowess, those kinds of things. Feldon may not be that big, those kinds of things as well. So those are a couple good things to keep in mind. Mid-range is going to be important here. Again, similar if you need to take out creatures. We do have Rending Flame, 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Again, bigger ones to think about. Remove those things off the board. The other thing to start to consider here is Furnace Punisher. Again, straddle the aggro and the mid-range. Particularly here, deals 2 damage to player unless that player controls 2 or more basic lands. So as we start to move from mid-range to late game, this is something to definitely to consider for that pinger if they don't have those basic lands. Something else that can really help you This one here, Chandra Dress to Kill, can help you get some card advantage against other aggro lists and mid-range lists as well to think about. So lastly, we move into late game. Late game here again, Furnace Punisher could be something to think about, but we definitely want to go under our opponent. Nahiri's Warcrafting could be something you're going to use, again, to remove Planeswalkers. Rending Flame, again, Planeswalkers if you need it. But we really want to go fast and deal that direct damage. So that's the strategy in terms of the aggro portion if we play best of one. As we expand into best of three, certainly how you want to kind of board against mid or aggro, mid-range, and late game. We'll talk about it a little bit more. Maybe we'll revisit this list as the meta evolves, but again, a hot one, no pun intended, out of the gate here with one of the best lists. All right, so let's get going. Let's play that competitive Magic here today. With mono red burn, I am going to take it, like I said, into best of one first. Find a match. We're going to go into ranked. We're going to play standard best of one, and we're going to grab our mono red burn list. All right. Zex, X-E-X, X-X. There you go, XX. I can keep this. I will keep this. So we got a ton of damage there to the face. This thing gets transformed. That could be a problem for us. We'll have to keep the pressure on. Free to transform. Ooh, lots of removal here for the control side of the house. Yeah, invasion's what you're going to want to take off. Oh, double up on the invasion. Brutal. So here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to go over the top here. We'll do this. Now, if they want to flip, they can. There it is. Here we go with another Kessig. All right, so now, will we prevail is the question. We can swing in with a ton of damage if we want. Let's do this. We don't need that right now. Now we can decide here again, a lot of damage to the face, 8, it could be lethal. We'll see what they do here. Now they want to block. And we have game because we didn't get anything killed. And that is what we call an explosive deck. Ooh, heat is on, my friends. Look at that. Beautiful. Did we like the match? We did. We give it a smiley face every time we win because that's all that matters in Magic. No, I'm just kidding. We play for fun. I play for fun. We play for fun. There we go. Look at all that. All right. Perfect. Let's go ahead. So now that we've seen the deck in action in best of one, we're going to go over and play best of three, where this deck resides. That was just so explosive, and we'll go with it from there. We'll see if we can pull it off in the best of three lineup. So moves really quickly, low to the ground. We had 2 mana. We absolutely wrecked our opponent. Even after they stripped everything out of our hand, we didn't even need to get to the 3 to deal the 4 damage over the top, which obviously is a lot of damage. All right, Niv it is. We will play first. This is not what we want, though. We could play with fire. I'm actually okay with taking this risk. I am okay with taking this risk. You might think it's kind of crazy. I think it's kind of crazy. But we can get these things going. And this thing's just huge if we get to it. One mana, baby. One mana burn. Uh-oh. What is our opponent thinking right now? We will hang out and have a nice talk show. There we go. All right. That we are in. Now, oh shoot. Oh, whew. So what we wanted to do is do that on upkeep. We don't need to do that on upkeep. I'm actually gonna hit straight to the face here right out of the gate. So that leaves us the one. Ooh, and then we can decide. So now in that case, it would have been better to have lightning strike. I can keep that guy on. I actually would like to get that on if we can. You might think that that's probably a bad move, but again, if I can get that thing on, I really want to show you how that thing works. On top of that. And that is a problem. That is okay. Ooh, 4 damage to another target battle or opponent. And ping 1 target creature. No, I was not going to let them get that thing on. Board. There's Nahiri's Warcraft. All right, so now we got too much here. So we can stoke the flames. We can do 3 damage there if we want to. Ooh, tricky. So 6 right there. 7, 11, it's close. Let's just go to the face. If they somehow get life gain in there, though, could be a problem. We'll see. Now, again, this is 4 to any target. All right. So here we go. We can play this on the board. We probably don't want to do that though. We want to hit this thing for 4. We have lethal next turn. So depending on what they do, they have to gain enough life or they have to combo us for 20. We'll see. Very, very nice on the cheat. They didn't do enough. If they would have done that, they would have got at the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 white, black, and spirit token. Tokens have lifelink. That would have saved them. We actually will do lethal here. We'll go here. And 3 to the face. Boom. Nice, complicated Mardu deck. Very linear burn list. So here's what we need to think about a little bit differently. So 1 damage to target creature or planeswalker, 5 to blue or white. We saw a lot of red and black, so that's not going to help us here. 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. We could play this, remove stuff off, but we want to keep the pressure on. They didn't have any basic lands, so Furnace Punisher is something that we could go with. The other thing to think about here could be Chandra, to keep some of that other stuff on there, and the Heries as well. We're going to stick to this list for now and give it another match. And then think about maybe changing some of that stuff up if we need some more stronger things. Obviously, they have a lot of different things that they can do in order to get those battles engaged. And the key for us is to get them down as fast as possible in terms of not having to worry about some of those things. The sacrifice one's brutal. That one hurt us. We can keep this. And again, like I said, they don't have any non-basic lands, so we could get the pingers on there for 2. But we want to keep the pressure on. They didn't gain life, which was good. Here we go. We got our pingers on. There they gain life. I'll probably kill again. Lots of cheat stuff there. That one. Now here we get 6. Ooh, they didn't do that. We'll wait on it. So there's the trick. Keep the damage onto the face. So again, if we would have had the 2 there, it would have been much nicer. So they can flip this. Wait. So now they'll get the spirit token. Let's go to the face. That one we need. And we'll go for another 3. And just too slow for this list. Bam! Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. A lot of fun. Very linear, simple. Our opponent had a lot of things going on, but we could just go over the top, play to the strength of the deck, and make it absolutely crush and work. All right, let's go back. Great way to start out. March of the Machine. Yeah, baby. All right, so here's what we got. Again, this list is by our friend here. Clearly excellent, and it is clearly an excellent list. Mono red burn, top 500. We got to see almost everything in action, which is great. Moves quickly. We did see this go in. We didn't get the Disciples of Inferno, but man, this thing does burn. Ultimately, we won the standard best of 1 match. We also won the standard best of 3. No splits, technically 3-0. Very nice 100% win rate, which is great to see here for our first deck review here. So thank you to everyone that tuned in. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Let me know what you think of the set so far. Let me know what you think of the episode, as always, and what you think of the list. I love to hear from you in the comments. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subs. We continue to grow the community, and that is because of your support. So thank you. And last but not least, to all the members as well. So with that, questions, comments, let me know. Swing by the Discord server, come say hello. We got a ton more Magic the Gathering here headed your way on the channel. We got a lot of great things that you can peruse and browse through as well. So with that, enjoy. Burn, baby, burn. Mono red burn. Let's go. We'll see you out there. Stay tuned. More headed your way. Take care.